Hey guys, it's Matt, welcome to Speed Tutor, and I'm going to run you through, like I've been doing for the last few months, all the best sales, savings and stuff you can make across Unity, GameDev, Unreal Engine, and all the stuff with all the best bundles, savings and stuff that you can find to make your development that little bit easier. But I'll go through some of the stuff that's ending really soon, and I've got one right at the end, which is a new thing which I've not actually seen before because I got an email about it, but I thought you guys might be really interested and it might be something for you to check out. So remember, be sure to check out and come and support me on Patreon to get access to over 145 different scripts, assets and projects you cannot find anywhere else. And throw a like on this video and make sure you subscribe to always be kept up to date. And make sure to check down in the description for the video that I've made of the 57 free assets from the Unity Asset Store for this month of May-June 2022, because there's so many awesome assets ready for you to get hold of. So we're going to look at the Humble Bundle, and I've featured this a couple of times before, and you've not got long left to get hold of the Grand GameDev Asset Pack. It's got over 1,000 worth of software and assets, whether that's Sprite Illustrator, lots of different things for RPG tools, lots of ways for editing sprites, and everything to do with 2D related games. The next one is the big royalty-free GameDev music and sound effects, which also doesn't have very long left at all, which has 55 bundles of loads of different sound effects, whether that's fantasy RPGs, creatures, spells, user interfaces, just loads of stuff in there that you might want to check out before it ends. Then we've got to Learn to Make Games in Unreal Engine 5, which is 9 specific bundles with some asset packs for music and audio, and also things for creating first-person shooter and specific creative courses for Unreal Engine. Then the newest one that's available now is the POLYGON GameDev Assets, which is 16 bundles of handcrafted, vibrant and versatile assets for creating wild spaces, survival games, city environments, and so much more, which is around $25 to get hold of it. And I had to recreate part of this video because Unity have just announced another massive whole lot of savings for a big Ukraine-based publisher, massive bundle on the Unity store. So remember, this specific Ukraine-based mega bundle has 95% off 3 specific bundles leading up all the way to the 27th of June 2022, and it starts off at $30 for RTS Mega Fantasy Buildings, Hazard Fantasy 283, Science Collection, Stylized Desert Nature, and Farland Skies Low Poly. The next one at $35 or more is everything that I've just mentioned, including Hide, Find, Seek, 7 Cars Pack, Cartoon Vehicles, and the Modular Egyptian Temple for HDRP. And then the last one for $40 or more, which includes everything that I mentioned in the previous two, including the Nature Package, Forest Environment, Real-Time Transform Handles, Stylized Vehicles, Toon FX2, the Low Poly Metropolis, Speech Recognition with Google Cloud, Scratch Card, MOVEIT, Rocky Desert, Gothic UI, Android native goodies, Fantasy Hex tiles and decorations, UpGen lighting for HDRP, Sci-Fi Heavy Station, Base Kit Augmented, the Retro Aesthetics, and the Sci-Fi Shader Pack. And then we also have the Publisher Sale and the flash deals on the Unity Asset Store, which are all specifically featured around UI, 2D, and specific sprite-based pixel art and things like that. So you can find pixel art for monsters, icon packs, ranks, everything for RPGs, mobile work, and lots of different props for loads and loads of stuff on there that you might want to check out. And there's also flash deals, and these run all the way to the 10th of June, that you can check them out with massive up to 90% off each of them. And do remember that for a limited time, up until the 31st of December, you can use code WELCOME2022 to get 25% off your first Asset Store order. Don't tell anybody, but if you created a new account, you could take advantage of this offer. And they've got something called Filebase, which has over 2,500 asset bundles and things for Unity, whether that's weapons, vehicles, military props, whatever it may be. And you can sign up for a month for free with unlimited access using the code NEWANDIMPROVED2022. And then I think it's $49 for the year or $5 a month, with again over 7,000 different high quality assets for loads of different environments. And I'm not affiliated with these guys in any way. I thought you guys might want to check this out if it's something where you're looking for models to get your game going. And of course, I'm going to show you the free June assets for the Unreal Marketplace, which can be used in Unity, and I do have a tutorial to be able to convert those over, so be sure to check that out too. But without further ado, the first free asset is the Modular Temple PLAZA 4K PBR with a photorealistic fantasy environment with 4K textures, PBR materials for creating an ancient Roman and Greek styles with modular houses, 80 plus models, and insane looking textures. The next one is MOVEIT Multiplayer Locomotion System version 2, which is a procedural system which allows you to featuring fully network replicatable and easy integration, and it's aimed at all types of games, whether it's shooters or melee games that are forward facing. And there's in-depth guides, and it allows for impacts, procedural footsteps, crouching, running, sliding, pivoting for different speed on different surfaces, IK, and so much in here. The next we have the LOWPOLY Style Asia environment, which has 113 different files, blueprints and particle effects with up to 2K resolution, which is a hidden monastery which lies in the mountain guarded by ancient temples, and you can create your own low-poly Asian environment with drag and drop assets to get you started. The next is the Scans Construction Site Loader, and this is a loader vehicle with moving parts for a front-end loader with a movement which deforms the actual landscape. So it's fully rigged, drivable with static meshes, buttons for animated parts, fully game ready. You can deform the landscape using the wheels with 3 specific textures. The next one is the Victorian Train Station and Railroad Modular Set. This is AAA quality with collisions, ground decals, all modular and ready to go with up to 4K resolution in textures, 250 different textures, 50 materials, and 112 different meshes with collisions, all with a beautiful demo scene. And the last but not least is the Stylized Fantasy PROVENCAL with 113 different meshes. So this is a highly detailed little environment, fully optimized, unique assets with a unique concept for the specific game, fully game ready and ready for you to use. So be sure to check out all these insane assets for this month, and be sure to check out my tutorial on creating these and bringing them into Unity. Be sure to check out my Patreon if you want to get access to over 145 additional scripts, projects and assets along with all my tutorials. So be sure to come and join me on Discord if you want to chat. Check out my great assets on the Unity Asset Store along with bonus discounts on my website to save up to 40% on all my assets. So thank you to all my patrons, and a big thanks to Peter Steiner, Raheem Whitaker, David76, Gene Pommier, Manos Barakas, Terence Conrad, Gage Linston, Walter Dunson, John Games, Joseph Newman, Rene Leisure, Darren M, Topher Chambers, Kreshnik Halili, Matt Claudius, Bond of Blood, Isaac Samani, and Julian Gonzalez. And thank you to everybody else who comes to watch the video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers.